Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to... Is that a grave there? That's a bit weird, isn't it? Welcome back to Depraved, the final part of this little mini-series where we take a look at the early access release. So, in the last... there we have a proper grave there, look, poor thing. Starling Lords, the Undertaker, is homeless, which could be a bit of a problem. My biggest problem is it's kind of our own fault, but we built far too close to the edge of the map, and we lost most of the space that we're allowed to build in, unfortunately. Although we can do a bit more over here that we have started to do. The other thing is we bought this space thinking it was £5,000 and it's actually 15 grand, so that's kind of goosed us as well. And the other thing that goosed us is that we just assumed that gunslingers would be good at their job. But it wasn't, unfortunately. Now, Robert Zuck is dead, which is good. Jessie Evans is still going. And it says here, look, one Colt is already being transported to somebody, Emery Fright. So we need to not make that happen because... Is that you? Rosendo Funk? No, Emery Fright, there we go. I need you to not go and get that gun. Because you're going to... Let's have a look. Stance is offensive. Offensive attack bandits to dangerous animals within eye contact. Left click. So, you're gonna die. You're going to die, Emery Fight. I mean, your name's good. You've got a good name for it. Apparently, there are horses. There are guns around as well. Like, have we gone to walk backwards? Okay, that's good. Yeah, we'll get them to do that at least. Yeah, they said there's like occasionally there'll be a gun propped up places, but I've never noticed a gun propped up before. And I don't think you can buy them. Not that we have any money anyway. But I don't think it's something that can be bought. No. Is there a gun in the church? Nope. So yeah, I'm not too sure really. I suppose if we can keep an eye out for another gunsmith coming in. The big problem is that we're skint. I mean, we've got money coming in though, so it's not awful. What we'll do is we'll get time sped up completely, and hopefully these houses here will help people out. We may well need a well over in this bit. Let's have a look. This well covers so many people, does it? Or are people pretty good at just sort of knowing where the water is? I feel like another well over on this side will probably help us. Was that a well? Yeah, well. It does cost us 250, but it lets us do it, I think. There we go. Well, excellent amount. So we'll put a well down there. Ah, that was it, the circle I was thinking. The circle can't be that close to another well, that's right. So we'll have a well now that surfaces those. A resident is being attacked. Where? Well, go and pick up the gun then. Oh yeah, so nice one, Emery Fright. Insistent on going over. Didn't even damage him before you got shot. Nice one. Is all being transported to somebody? No, I don't want it to be transported to somebody. Abbott Tid, no, Abbott Tid, stop. Right. Left click to instruct the unit to continue with its activities. Right. It's already being transported to somebody. I don't want it to be transported to somebody because my people are just going to keep dying. Working area of a... Oh yeah, look over here. These are built. Good. So now we can set them back up to be here. I opened 2 of these. I thought that would be a good idea to help with rocks. I mean, we might as well send them both to that bit for now, hadn't we? Right, come on then. Who's going for this Colt? Nobody. Good. Correct. No, everyone just leave the gun alone. Okay, houses are starting to go up over here. We've got an iron mine. That would be quite cool if we could get a mine set up and running. We don't have any settlers though. Let's remind ourselves what makes the beginners, pioneers, settlers. See, there you go. That's the problem at the moment. A gunslinger's on his way. Yes, come here. Higher. Right. I don't care that you're homeless. Refuse. Right. How do we do this then? Stance is offensive. Yes. Right. So now I can click in. Can I? Oh, it's snowing. Look, it's going to get chilly. Here. Where are you? Is this him? Okay, so how do I attack him? No, that didn't work, did it? Right, where's my gunslinger gone? Okay, let's just slow this down a little bit, alright? Let's just have a little look here. Where's our gunslinger? He was on a gun. He was on a gun? He was on a horse. There he is. Right. If I click you and then right click to attack, yes. Now if I can select somebody else who's around where you are, alright, who's also homeless, Artie Bullock, you can come and earn your keep. Come and grab this gun. No, alright, Widden's Aries is going to get it. Okay, so let's see. We've now told the gunslinger to come and attack. Alright, whether or not he can take out a bandit, I don't know. Let's find out. It's snowy. Oh, the snow stopped. Here he comes. Okay. Oh, they're both damaged. Oh, yes! Jesse Evans, you legend. No, you're the bad. Jesse Evans, the bad guy. Urban Page has done it, and that has now given us all this space here as well. Oh, awesome! Something to eat. I don't know what that is. Is that what happens when you kill a bandit? Oh, I feel bad that we've got all these dead people here, but there's some Colts. People are going to come and take those then, so we've got a couple of weapons. Oh, yes, the bandits are dead. That's good stuff. Thank you, Mr. Gunslinger. I hope you can make it to the doctor in time. And we could really do with these houses being built now, folks, because it's cold out there. But it looks like everyone will keep working. I assume that people who are homeless will die. That seems to make the most sense. So let's have a look. Make sure the lumberjack's got trees. Yeah, lumberjack's got trees. What we can now do, though, is move you to a more sensible area that's nearer your home. We had to keep him here because he was very far away from all of these guys. That's the Undertaker. He's gone to pick up the bodies. Okay, good. Sawmill. We'll have planks coming from there. So maybe a second lumberjack wouldn't go down amiss then. Now we've got a bit more room. Because wood seems to be pretty short supply. What I'm thinking is if we do something like this along the path here that's already there, like so, and then we'll have two lumberjacks up here. So watch out for is Resident River Rock was murdered. What? Death by bandit? Oh, he didn't manage to get to the doctor. Look how close he was to the doctor. Oh, I feel so awful. Urban Page, your death was not in vain. I love how somebody's walked over and took his gun and wandered off. Oh dear. Oh well, at least we've got some money coming in. What are we doing with our clothing? Clothing's being made. So, but what happens to it? I'm not too sure what happens to the clothing. I'm assuming the guests, the people are using it. I'm just not sure. We've got firewood we're doing good for, but nothing else really coming in. Here's a trade unit. So there's an iron mine there. What are you? Oh, the hunter is empty. Oh wow, hunter's doing a lot of. There's not empty. There's something there. Look. Well, you're just going to have to go further out, I'm afraid, buddy. No, not hunter. You're just going to have to keep spreading out. There's a hell of a lot of animals there. Oh, although wolves are aggressive, so maybe not there. Maybe. No, it's kind of that area, really. Down here, there's some pigs. Yeah, go for those boars. Go for those boars for now. This area here, there's 30 left in there. So when that gets moved, when that gets empty, we'll send those over here. And then actually, this is a pretty good area here. Look, there's lots of boar and stags, and there's a coal mine there as well. Cool. So when we do start getting settlers, let's yeah, that's what we were doing. We'll have a look at what settlers need. So what's the difference between that? Oh, that's a transport overview. Okay, yeah, we're not up to that yet. Settlers, here we go. Bread and alcohol. They've got clothing met. So bread and alcohol. Can we get bread and alcohol? Let's have a look. Bread, I assume, needs wheat farms and stuff. Yeah, grain farm. That then, in turn, is sent to one of these. Train station that was completely useless. No. Saloon. Doctor. New building available. Go on, what? What's available? What's available? We've got all this. We've got cemetery. We've got stable. Grain farm we've got. Oh, here, look. Trading post. With a trading post, you can transport goods from A to B. To build up a trading route, you need at least 2 trading posts. Right, yeah, but I assume that's for setting up a new town somewhere, but we're not particularly worried about doing that yet, are we? I'm more concerned with how we're going to turn our wheat that we make into bread. Pig farm, cattle farm, fisher. Right, weaving, sheep, butcher, goldsmith, gunsmith, distillery, mill. Mill turns grain to flour. There we go. Bakery turns out of flour and water. So we need another 10 pioneers before we can start working towards settlers. Right, okay. That makes as much sense as I expect it to be honest with you. What's here? Oh, you got here another body. Oh, let's watch him dig it up. Oh, look at that hole in the ground and everything. You're gonna carry it on your own? God, this guy's Superman. Look at that. I'll screenshot that one. There it goes in the ground. Done. Low funds. I know, but it's much higher than it was. we've got ourselves out of the poop there a little. I think mainly because the game doesn't seem to affect you that much. You can still spend money. And that's fine. That's usually something that happens a lot with early access games. I've noticed that when money is the mechanic, it doesn't really matter if you haven't got any. It just lets you keep spending it. The idea that money gets more important as you go is a thing that does seem to happen. Is the well got somebody to work on? No, it's not been finished built yet. I mean, we've got stuff. The only thing we haven't got is metal parts, I think. We're not actually making those anywhere, but the shacks don't need them, do they? Oh yeah, shacks do, but the shacks have got them. We're mostly waiting on planks, so I'm hoping once this second lumberjack gets built, we won't be too bad, but at the moment we're pretty much using these as they're made. In fact, what we could do is maybe speed that one up, couldn't we? Change the plus to prices to plus, and then hopefully they'll start shifting. The Undertaker's still doing his work. Is he picking up bandits here? Look, there's guns here. Emery fight. Yeah, he was one of the first ones to go, wasn't he? And the last to get picked up. Luckily the winter's probably going to have kept him pretty fresh. Ain't going to be too stinky. Okay, all these done? Shacks? Yeah, nobody even living in that one. Let's have a lot of people in that one, and there's nobody in that one, so I assume that means we're doing okay. Here, it's only stags and boars and stuff, isn't it? Nothing that's going to hurt us. Yeah. So we've got that iron mine nearby if we wanted it. Like I say, I don't think we're quite there yet. Quarry amount, there's a little bit left. What I'm going to do is send this chap here over to the next set of rocks. And I think that's about all we can do right now. Like I say, this being set up would be nice for wood, because we do seem to have a bit of a bottleneck on that. Where did you go? You put that body in there. What were you doing since then? I'd like to know. Hammond Harper is a good wood cutter. Lumberjack, look at that, picks up a whole tree. The guy's a machine. Alright, cool. Well, I don't really think there's that much more to do. Like I say, I wanted a third episode just to kind of... I like to wrap series up if I can. I don't like to just leave them open-ended, but I always knew this was going to be a relatively short series because, you know, it is still very early access. I think it's improved since the first time we played it, to be honest with you. There's definitely been improvements. I think my biggest issue with the game still at the moment, it'd be nice to see them be able to do something with this towards as it gets towards release, is, yeah, we'll hire you, come here, is that it's a little bit linear. And yeah, that's my main issue with it at the moment, is that the system they've got in place here of things unlocking when you get to certain people, it means that you kind of build stuff as you can build it. So you start with a lumberjack and a stone guy, and then you sit and wait, and then when you've got more people, you build the church, and then you sit and wait, and then you build the tailor. You know, it's all a little bit linear for me, really. That's the only thing I'd like to see, is a bit more variation. And maybe rather than gating these by the amount of people you've got in your thingy, maybe gate them by a how happy people are in the city. So you could have a small town with 10 people in who are all really happy, or you could have a town with 100 people in who really are miserable. So, and that way that you'll gate your own growth by making sure that people are happy before you start expanding, as opposed to just trying your hardest to get more people in. So yeah, that's maybe something I'd like to see. Other than that, yeah, I think it's got a lot of scope. Like some variation in the buildings would be nice, but overall, I think the art style is quite satisfying. I think the you know, it feels gritty and grimy as it should do, and yeah, I think it's pretty good. Probably one to watch. Maybe I don't know whether it's really worth it now, and you will know whether or not this is the sort of thing you would like to play. We've still got a lot we haven't seen. You know, I think the you know, getting mining up and running, running trade posts between two different areas. You know, the map here we've only took up 10% of the map. You know, another couple of settlements around the place would actually be quite satisfying, I think, to see all the trades running and bandits coming in and making sure that you've got no bandits on your route and stuff like that. I think that would actually be quite cool. So definitely scope for growth, definitely scope for improvements. I do think it's come along since it's been released, which is always positive. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, you can give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries, or suggestions, you can pop them down in the comments. If you fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at JontySparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so over on our Geekism Discord server. You can find the link in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.